They spinning the block, I'm buying the block. They spinning the block, I'm buying the block.
Out the park, niggas know me. Curb on, little homie. All days, yeah. Been a road.
How y'all doing, man? My next guest, man, here right now, man, real special personal friend of mine. He's a DC legend. You know what I'm saying? He Quiet Storm, you know what I'm saying? If y'all watch the movie Usual Suspects, man, Kaiser Sosa, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I kind of switch his on to get him on the couch today so we can try to tell this story from a lot of different lenses, man. But I want to give my man Gill a great big welcome, man, to Changing Jewels, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Gill. 17th, 9th Street. Yeah, I know y'all see the face, man. Y'all know about the stage plays. We're going to get to the stage plays, man. You done did 10 to 15 them joints, man. Probably 20. We're going to get to that, man. But man, I want to take you back down memory lane, man. Westminster.
Yeah.
9th Street.
Yeah.
Bank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Scotty don't know want his name though, but Scotty, you know what I'm saying, man? All those guys, man, Drog and Keith, man,
Yeah.
Miss Court, man, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, the Attic,
Yeah.
man, you know what I'm saying, man. You know, this reminiscent, man, because, you know, I was running with you guys at a young age, man,
Yeah.
you know, and all y'all was good guys, man. But let me get right into, man, coming up, man. I know you lost a lot of, before we get into that, let them know what school you went to and what street you actually grew up on and part of, you know, everything.
Yeah, man. I went to Shaw Junior High and then graduated from Dunbar High School. Yeah, real high school.
Yeah. You gonna get these Dunbar. We gotta do our background. I'm getting too many Dunbar people here, man. My Slinger alumni ain't gonna like that, man. We gotta do a little more background search, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, but like going to Shaw and Dunbar, of course, everybody in that area kind of cleaned together. So that's how me and Bank and Drunk, Keith, all us, because we met in Shaw.
Okay.
And so we started hanging out around 9th Street, 70 and all that stuff. But I was living on 7th Street.
Okay.
Well, my aunt was on 5th Street.
Right.
So I was bouncing back and forth from 5th to 7th Street. But then 9th Street is where we kind of all cemented each other at.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I tell you, when I have to go back with my website, I'm up there 13, 14, and that's to say, because around we grew up at, we were 13, 14, a big crap game was like $5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get enough, you might go 10, right?
Right.
I'll go around it with y'all, man. Man, it's 14, 13-year-olds. Bet 100, 200 a ball, bet 200 to win. I'm like, what the hell I'm doing around my way? You know what I'm saying, man? I was like, man, it was just a lot of wonderful times up there, man.
Yeah.
Man, when you think back, man, I know you lost a lot of people in the way, man. The Cocos, my man Tom, Big Tom, man. You know, what goes through your mind? You think about them guys, what you doing now?
You know, I think about them all the time. Actually, I think about you know, if they was here seeing what was happening, because some of them I know would be a part of it.
Right.
Especially like Coco.
Right.
You know, in particular. You know, it messed me up sometimes because I think about what we could have been doing versus what we were into at that time, and unfortunately, a lot of them ain't here no more, and ain't meet my kids and stuff like that. I just talked to Coco. Baby mother, his son, it looks just like him. Just like him.
Right, yeah.
And so I be messed up about it sometimes. A lot of the time, I think about him a lot, especially when I'm alone. Yeah.
And do you have it? Do you have times because this happened to me a lot? You see the kids or the siblings or daughters, and they want to know stories about their parents and all that, man. I mean, we'll go to your mind and ask you those type of things, man.
Yeah, they when it happens, you know, it kind of makes me a little happy because I reminisce a little bit myself. But then it's sad that I know once we depart, they still got that hole that they dealing with, and it's way bigger than what I'm dealing with that loss. You know, so but you know, give me a little joy. Reminiscing sometime about, you know, good old days when we were young. People don't realize how young we were.
Man, Slim.
You know?
When I tell people, it's hard for them to grasp their mind around that you 12 years old, you 13 years old, you know what I'm saying? And y'all was born around there. So you probably 8, 9 is walking past it. You know what I'm saying? So it was normal for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Blew my mind at 12 years old when 9th Street so crowded. It was like a go-go. You walking down the street,
You doing like this, we going to Birdland, you know,
Right,
playing the
right.
games and all that, man. So man, but
Yeah.
you and I'm gonna say one thing about Coco. You had me thinking about Coco, man. And you know what I'm saying? We all live our life and end up going. He tragically lost life when I was incarcerated. And I know you was out here. And it's like you hear all the stories, but I got a chance to see the Coco with y'all wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Getting mad. You know, little Joe and all that, whatever. But the little kid side, right, man? So to whoever your son is, I didn't meet you, man, but you had a great father, man. Good guy, man. You and Bink, man.
Yeah.
You and
Dunbar.
Dunbar. You and Bink. Y'all like patches and glue, man. Even when I say, I gotta get my man Gill, they was like, man, you gotta get Gill and Bink. I said, man, well, both of y'all got a big, spectrum of story, right?
Yeah.
How did y'all get so tight like that?
Man, it's just, relationships, from being around each other. You know, you when you're around a group of people, everybody not gonna connect like that.
Right.
But me and Slim just connected from the very beginning.
Right.
And it's a funny ass story because he started dating my sister.
Oh yeah, okay.
I actually told my sister, don't date her.
her.
You know what I mean? Said, don't do it.
Right,
I'm telling you, don't do it.
Right.
But she liked them and shit, and he was like, man, that's messed up. You telling her no?
Right.
Yeah, I know what it is.
He dropped down.
You know? He like, man, but once we clicked, man, it's been that ever since, man.
Right.
People to this day sometimes see me and call me him.
Damn.
Yeah. They be like, damn, I'm sorry, Gil.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
to this day.
Yeah. And Bake, we're gonna let you get you know you on the couch too. But if I got Gil, I'm gonna twist his arm until you come here, right? Yeah, you didn't do no time in jail, did you? Anytime?
Nah, I did. I got arrested for a gun.
A gun?
Yeah, like 2 weeks. That's it.
A gun?
Yeah.
Well, statute of limitations over now, man. How did you escape them people, man? Seriously, man. How you ain't do no time, man? How you escape? Get that blueprint. That way you get it before y'all do it, man. How you do it?
A lot of times, you know how your gut feeling tell you certain moves not to make, and I would go with them, you know, and I think that was the blessing, man. But God just. That wasn't in the cards for me, you know? And, but like in Bink's situation in particular, I felt real uneasy about that whole thing. But he didn't really feel the same. In the end, that was a bad decision, man.
Right.
And but that was it, man. My gut feeling, man, and sometimes just the grace of God.
Right.
You know, because it definitely supposed to happen a few times, but you know, for the grace of God, man, that ain't how it happened.
You was
man.
right. You was right there. You know what I'm saying? You was right there. The storm coming through. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and both of you, Bill. I mean, you and Bink got such a lot of same character, a lot of the same mannerism and all that, right? It's almost like and all y'all, both of y'all married now. So wifey, don't beat me up. This is pre-wives, right? Y'all get them girls, man. You and me to get them girls, man. Tell the wife, man, I still want to get right over. This is before they locked all the way in, man. Before they locked the whole in, man. Y'all took that show on the road, man. Quiet, cries, creepers, man. So the wife came on, got you, took your car, man, cut it up, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I had to hang it up, man.
Right,
It's I mean, you young, man, you're having fun. And like I was saying, we were so young, so we was outside early.
Right.
So we was outside early, man, and the times was different times. So me and Bink, man, were just moving around, man, and shit was just working out,
2 places I can't, your shoes just left. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, man, but man, you and your wife, man, the town D.C. is small.
Yeah.
DMV is small for that matter, right? And you been in different conversations, and at our age now, the relationship conversation is a big piece. Yes, no matter where you came from, it's a big piece of conversation.
Right.
And man, it's a few couples, but y'all couple always be mentioned as a couple as far as like inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People that aspire to be. They use y'all for example. You know what I'm saying? You had those conversations, right? How did you and wifey? How did y'all meet? And how did y'all grow that such a bond like that?
Crazy thing is, man, we met at the Go-Go.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, at the goddamn Metro Club.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My man Anton, man, God bless his soul, I wasn't going no more.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, man, come on out, man. And I went. And when I went, I saw her in there, and that's how we met. It's crazy as shit because when we met that night, I said, I ain't gonna wrap you up in here. Just give me your number. I'll call you later.
See all that smooth shit. Give
I
me your
wrote
number.
down the
See,
number.
I never get that easy. Give me the number. We rap later on, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
I wrote down the number, left, called the joint a couple days later. It wasn't the right number. So I tell Anton, man, I said, man, you know, she gave me the fucking wrong number. And so she was like, I was like, I'm gonna see her again, right? Go out again. Crazy as shit, swear to God. You had a party on Wisconsin Avenue. I think at
Georgetown Conference Center?
Yeah.
Georgetown Conference Center.
I run into her in there.
Right.
I said, man, you gave me the wrong fucking number. So she was like, no, I ain't give you no wrong number. You must have wrote it down wrong or whatever the case is.
Right.
I said, all right, I ain't had no pen, wasn't no phones and shit back then.
Yeah.
I said, all right, I'm gonna get it before I leave. Some type of altercation broke out. We left.
Right.
I said, we got them guns and shit, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Right.
We
Yeah.
left, right?
Right.
I didn't get her number. Fast forward, the goddamn Constitution Hall, Jodeci and them show, run into her again.
Free time.
And then I got her number and shit, and then it's been history ever since.
History since.
Ever since.
Yeah.
Crazy as shit.
What type of relationship advice you can give? You know what I'm saying?
For me, man, I just always say yeah. Like, because her ass ain't gonna never be too crazy. So I always say yeah and figure the shit out later. It's been times early in our relationship, financially, them yeses should have been no's.
Right.
But I've always been a people pleaser type of person, try to be anyway. So I would say yeah sometimes when I even shouldn't say yeah. And that's been the formula for me.
It's incredible that you say that, because I was in, I don't know, I was in Bahamas or Vegas. I was somewhere, and there was a couple sitting beside me. They had to be every bit. The wife had to be 90 plus. He had to be 90 plus. And you know, and she got to go to the bathroom. She went off and went. So I leaned over and I asked him. I said, "Man, how y'all do it? How you do it?" And he was like, he started smiling. He said, "Man, just remember one thing. She's always right and always say yes." That's what he said. He said, always say yes. So you had that wisdom, that age was incredible. And I said, yeah. He said, yeah, always say yes. And she always right? So to hear you say that just brought back a flashback memory of that, right? But dang, that's incredible. And this ain't no love talk, but you know, people admire your relationship, man. You know, as a man to man, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes, man, it's hard, especially we come from the life we live, you know what I'm saying, have multiple choices, trying to have multiple choices, we competing, you know, for girls, I'm saying. So when you met her, what was some of the mentality you did to make you say, man, I'm gonna do this one, you know what I'm saying? Like
you know, the crazy thing is, I tell people this, it sound a little weird, but the first 10 years maybe, I ain't really know her. Because we were just living. You know, like, you know, you got kids involved now. You just paying bills, traveling, doing, you ain't really talking. You ain't really talking. What really woke me up one day, she had some girlfriends over the house, and they was conversating, and I just happened to be there listening to it, and some of the shit she was saying.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I ain't know she don't even think like that.
Right,
you feel like that?
Right.
And it kind of made me say, damn, well, we need to have some real conversation. So then I started saying, we got to start talking. Because I had no idea you thought like that. And it was shit I was against.
10 years you did,
Yeah, like I'm totally against that shit you talking.
Right.
The fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like it was one statement that she said, I think that shit was passed down to her. About find a fucking man that love you more than you love him.
Oh yeah.
So who the fuck, what? That's how you really feel? You know? And it shocked me. So that's when I said, oh, no, we got to talk.
Right.
Like, don't pass that shit down to my daughter.
Right, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
And, but that's how that went. Though. Right, like 10 years, I ain't really know her like that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I heard that statement before though on both sides. I heard that statement before, so that's crazy. Heard that before, but that was good. So y'all got the nitty gritty things. Y'all got a better understanding. It strengthen the bond relationship like that and all that. Yeah.
And we was young.
Right.
You know what I mean? We was young too.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Man, you know you God, you know, bless you. You escaped the streets. You know you did a lot of things along the way, but now you've been writing plays. You've been doing stage plays stage plays, man. Acting.
Yeah.
How did you get into that?
It's crazy because I went, a lot of people don't know when I went to Montgomery College, that's where I got into it at. I went up there for football. And then, crazy story, I went in the wrong goddamn place. And they were in there having a little meeting. And I was like, oh, damn, I'm sorry, I started to interrupt. And the guy was like, who are you? And all that, he's the professor. And I was like, no, I'm looking for such and such. He's like, this ain't it, but I don't believe in coincidences. This the place you're supposed to walk in.
Oh, yeah?
And and it was crazy because I've always loved watching TV. I watch this shit like all day. And that's where it started. And then from there, then I started taking classes and shit. People ain't really realized, like I was going to New York every other day for classes and shit, getting on the bus, going up there, coming right back. That's how I got my first agent, actually. He didn't even care about the talent. He said, you do this shit every day?
Grind, yeah.
Like, you come up here like that?
Right.
I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, yeah, I like you already. So that's how I really started. But a lot of people in the city didn't really know it.
Right, yeah.
I was into that.
Yeah, I didn't know it until I seen something on. I don't know if it was a fly or numb, or it was more. It was the acting, I think, before the play and all that, right? So how did that grind? You put chills in my back going there every other day, and I thought about the grind from the streets. So how did you apply that to that concept, or where did that come from? Your mother, your father? I mean, what that
came from my mother. My mother go hard, man, grind like all her life. Right. My father wasn't really in my life, so I watched my mother really just do whatever she got to do to make sure shit was straight, and I adopted that. Right. And but I'm always one to never be satisfied with being complacent at every job I've had. I walk in, it's crazy. I walk in. I remember, and I'm jumping. I remember one job I had. This one I was on home arrest. I go in there. I needed a job. It's a telemarketing joint. They paying fucking $5 an hour plus bonuses. So my wife took me.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, I come out, I say, I got the job. I'm all happy and shit, right? She said, oh yeah, what they pay? I told her. She said, are you fucking kidding me? I said, no, it ain't even about that. The bonus shit. I said, I'm gonna be running this joint in a minute. Right. She said, nigga, you just walked in there. Right. I said, I'm telling you, this facts. And about 2 years later, I was the head joker in that joint. 2 years later? Yeah, 2 years later.
And you was calling, you must be calling on the phone, trying to... And said,
calling motherfuckers, selling windows.
How many times to hang up on you, man?
Oh man, 1,000 motherfucking times. But all I could think about, because people used to get all messed up behind it. Right, yeah. And I'm like, this shit is nothing. Right. Some motherfucker hanging up on the phone and you fucked up about that? Yeah. That's nothing. But what I didn't realize at the time, it was really making my mental stronger from rejection, preparing me for the entertainment business. Because there's a whole lot of goddamn no's in that.
Rejection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you ended up getting to school for far. I mean, you started going training for acting.
Yeah.
What made you put the pen in your hand?
It's crazy because the first couple plays we did, I didn't write them. We just produced them. Then my wife, she said, won't you write a play? I said, I don't really know. She said, just write the joint, see what it come out to be. So you know what, I bet. And I started writing. I'm gonna tell you the weirdest thing with it though. Like I'll write it, let her read it, she'll tweak it, interject some things, take out some stuff, and that's how we co-write. Right. But the crazy thing is, after I finish writing, everything I've written, I don't remember writing it.
You don't remember writing it?
I don't remember sitting down writing it. It's almost like almost like an out-of-body experience. I remember sitting down and deciding on what I want to write about. But then, even when we're in rehearsals, or even sometimes when I'm looking at the play live, I be really enjoying it like I'm hearing it for the first time. Like, damn, that was tight what he said. Right. Now realizing I wrote it. Right. Or she wrote that part. Right.
You're real hard critical yourself?
Oh yeah, real hard. It ain't a play that we've done yet that I was 100% like this was it. And they all loved it. They love them. But to me, I know what it could be if everything hit the right way.
How many plays you actually done?
We've done 10. But me as an actor, From stage, TV, and film, I've been in over 40 productions. Yeah.
How many years you been at it now?
Shit, over 15 years. Yeah.
You been grinding, man.
Yeah, over 15
You been
years.
grinding. You been
Yeah.
grinding. When you write, do you already you write and come up with your title, or you have a title to write to your title?
Nah, I come up with the title later.
Oh, later
I come
on
up with
as
the
you
title
going.
later, yeah.
As you going. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many dudes you be thinking about that you personally grew up with when you come up with these characters? and all that?
I got a show called Lawyer and Trust, and that got a lot of my real life in it.
Okay.
But I just tweaked it, turned it around,
Right.
and made certain things happen. Like if you know, you know. As soon as you see that scene,
Right.
you're like, oh shit. But a lot of it, I don't really. It's crazy because I be having all these people live in my head. Like when I'm writing, like the last play, for instance, it's kids in it. So I had to write like a 10-year-old kid would talk and shit they would say and stuff like that.
Right.
And or how women would talk or how they would respond. Right. But whenever I'm writing, I visually see it in my head before I write, but then I don't remember it after that.
Hey, that's crazy.
But I see the whole story in my head.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a powerful joint. So putting that production together, I know you have a lot of, locals and all that. You know, what's my girl, little song?
Sonya.
Sonya, man. Sonya, she powerful. She powerful, man. And she promotes you, man. She called your last play. She called me a couple of days for the play. And she was, talking about the promotion and the marketing. And all I say, that's the type of people you need on your team, right? You know what I'm saying? I ended up doing something there, man. A lot of your plays actually was shooting on the day we shooting.
Right.
We were shooting a lot of our episodes, right? But I say, man, her energy level and all that, man. So how many people, I know Sugar Bear just left. Did he ever do it in your plays?
He ain't done none yet. Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't reached out to him yet.
Right,
though.
okay. I know Sonya being a lot of them.
Yeah.
Who else give some shout outs to?
The last play, this is the biggest cast we had. It was 20 people in this joint.
Okay.
Tanika wasn't in it. She's normally a face that's always in it. She.
Okay, yeah,
She pretty good. Of course, my wife, Fahim, Poncho.
Oh yeah. Singing Poncho,
Yeah,
smooth Poncho. Yeah, my man.
He do his thing, of course. Sonya, Stacy Tyson.
Oh yeah, that's my girl right there.
We had Sweet Thing from Backyard in it this time. This is her first time. She killed it. Yeah, she killed it. What we try to do is give people an opportunity who've never done it, that want to do it, that can do it in front of a lot of people that they normally wouldn't be able to get them opportunities for. Like in this last play, I think we had 7 people maybe had never acted before ever, but they wanted to do it. I just need the commitment. I can teach you the rest.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of commitment and teaching the rest, how's that them rehearsals and coming? I mean, do any attitudes flare? Do you have to put your feet down some necks and not speaking a day or two?
Like sometimes I'm real laid back, so I don't really crack the whip like that, like some directors have in productions I've been a part of. But I've had some cast members go at each other about it. Because, other actors don't like actors telling them what to do and all that kind of shit.
Right.
And I got to put them little fires out.
Right.
Or sometimes they think they already know how they going to do it. And I be like, nah, that ain't it. And shit like that.
Yeah.
But because it's a collaboration thing. So it's, it's hard work, but people got to be committed. That's it. You got to be committed to the work.
So when we see the finished project, how long it took to get to the finished project, as far as time-wise, month, 2 months? How long?
I normally like 2 months rehearsal.
2 months.
2 months, 2 or 3 months, yeah.
2 months, yeah.
3 months normally. The last one I did 2 months because we doubled the rehearsals.
Okay.
I normally only do 1 day a week.
That's it?
And this time I did 2.
Okay.
Because I don't want to box your time all up, like this Broadway or something.
Right, yeah.
But because I feel that is enough time for us to do if you commit it. Because the work, stage-wise, the work is done at home.
Right.
It ain't done when we rehearsing. That's just building chemistry and blocking and all that shit. Yeah.
And Timeless Entertainment, what made you pick that name?
Actually, Bink's son.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, he came up with that.
Oh yeah.
That's where it came from. Yeah, Mo, Lil Mo. Yeah.
Time Entertainment.
Yeah.
Lil Mo.
And I thought it was a good fit. Thought it was a good fit, man. Yeah.
And you said something earlier about you went to for football. You said you went with. We say you went to college, Cardozo, Montgomery
I
County.
went to Dunbar, but I went to Montgomery College.
Right. Yeah. So maybe think back. You was on them 17 teams, street teams, right? Yeah.
That
Man.
Bink and Gill combination couldn't be stopped.
Oh yeah. I would tell you, and that Fonzo.
Oh my God.
Rest in peace, Fonzo,
yeah.
man. He turned that corner, man.
Lightning.
Turn that corner. It's
Lightning.
crazy, man. And the other boy, man, Anthony Gardner was playing the linebacker.
Yeah.
I remember he was cracking too,
Fats,
right?
yeah.
Fats, old Fats,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, god damn, man. So the football sports is your passion also, too.
Yeah, because we played that all through Pee Wee, high school, all that.
Right.
So then when we started that league, we was doing that. And then I went to Montgomery College after that.
Okay.
Because I still wanted to play.
So you went to Montgomery County after the 17 games? Mm-hmm. Oh, you loved it?
Yeah. And then after that, then I started playing semi-pro. And then that's me and Fonzo, all of us, yeah. A lot of dudes from there went to start playing the semi-pro league.
And you receiver?
Yeah.
What's your speed? What's your 40?
At the time, I was, the fastest I ever ran was like a 4.39, pretty much a 4.4.
4.4? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But my specialty, my route running, like I could really run
Steve
routes.
Logic, huh?
Yeah, I could really run routes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was my thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Some of them games,
Yeah, I feel like I couldn't be checked. Like,
Oh,
you ain't
yeah.
gonna check me.
You
This
couldn't
ain't
check
gonna
you.
happen.
Oh, yeah.
The only person I've ever ran into that really, I felt, oh, he nice, and that was Rome.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when we played against each other, I said, oh, this nigga know what he doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's how the rest of these niggas don't really know. He know.
You were stealing everybody else?
Yeah, it was easy.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
with him though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nah, he know.
Right. God damn,
And
man.
he was telling me that the whole game be right in your hip. And I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy, man. What they said, man. So, man, you came up, man. You know, obviously fortunately blessed, man. You know, by the big fella, man. You know, you got to pick the good wife. You ducked a lot of potholes and quicksand.
Yeah, man.
And all that, man. And you look now, you see the youngins out here now, and you know, what's your thoughts about what you're saying and what's going on?
Well, you know, I was just talking to my wife and some other people about this year coming, man. I want to get more involved with a lot of the youth and try to give back more than what I've been doing. I feel like I ain't really been doing my part like I should. And so many people helped me out so much that I think people compare the old days to today.
Totally.
It's night and day.
Totally different.
But I still think I could contribute in a way that they'll give me their ear and listen, especially if they know my history a little bit.
Right.
You know?
Right. But they're going to have a whole magnified glass of get to know your history, man. What's his name? But yeah, man, but speak to, like you say, a lot of help, because a lot of times when you, especially doing what you're doing, doing what I'm doing a lot of stuff, when people out the box trying to, need to live off the land, kind of say, right?
Right.
And we always hear the stories about the hate. Nobody supports, nobody does
Right.
and all that. But speak to some of the love.
Oh man,
that you was getting
I ain't been
support.
getting nothing but love. Like even with, cause I do TV, film, and stage, right? But on the stage side, the love we've been getting is really, man, overwhelming, because now people don't even ask what the play's about. They hear it's a play, they just buy a ticket. They don't even ask. Normally you want to know what the hell is
wanna
this
see.
about before I go run up in here. They don't even ask no more.
Dang.
They just like, I'm showing up. I know the junk gonna be right. And they leave, and they leave talking about it or whatever the case may be. And so to get that back, and it's hard to build that. But I've always been saying, all the marketing, you can do all that you want, but if the product ain't right, you dead in the water. And I think that's the street side of me.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it got to be right. Pot got to be right?
If it ain't right, I don't care what you got.
Right. And you did 10 or 15 joints, and nobody, after the first 3 or 4 or 5 joints, they just like, I'm coming out with Joe Blow, all days play, they just get the ticket. They don't even know what's going on.
Because the fly don't say a lot.
Right.
The fly is pretty simple. I do a lot of subliminal messages with the flyers. So you don't really know what it's about. All you know is, okay, they got another joint coming. I'm there. And then they starting to call the joint the reunion now. Yeah, because the city, everybody running to each other they haven't seen in years. And they like, oh, I know I'm going to run into him at that play. Or run into her at that play again, or whatever the case may be.
That's strong, man. Like I say, you said something about you want to help the kids, and a lot of people like be having a perception of how they gonna attack them, how they gonna react to them, how they gonna reach out to them. But it's as simple as math, man. When they know you care, they care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you got a history of care. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's outside of the talent, what you're doing on the plays and the storyline.
Yeah.
People also know that the caliber guy you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's almost an easy. Not easy, but dude would take a chance. If it was some bullshit, they would took a chance on you because of you.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
It happened when
right,
they got
right.
there.
And I think that with this entertainment thing, it's so big now with the youth and even adults that everybody's paying attention to it and want to be involved in some sort of way. And I can use that as if they say this is where he come from. He done been through this and been through that, and now this is what he do? Oh, that's the guy I want to see what's up with him. Maybe he can guide me in the right way. Because when I was coming up, I wanted to get into it early before I got up there at Montgomery College, but I ain't know how. I ain't know how. And then my mom's ain't had no bread, so paying for anything was out the window. You know what I mean? And then when I started making my own money, that wasn't the thought no more. You know? And then I, got back into it, but helped me. Like even on the TV situation, I work on the TV show Double Cross, right? The executive producers of the show gave me an opportunity. They said, look, this is how it's gonna go. Come to LA, shadow us, so you can learn the pace of the show, see what we do, how we do what we do, and then we can make a decision from there. I wasn't the only person they gave this opportunity to. So I said, fuck it, all right, how long I gotta be there? Said, you gotta be there about a month and a half. I bet. I go to LA for a month and a half. Shadow them. They said I'm pretty much the only one that took it serious to them.
Don't lose your thought on your own dime. You were the LA football half on your own dime. You hear that, people? That's the determination you want to get. Okay. They said, go ahead. They said you're the only one.
Yeah. And so they told me the next season we're gonna give you an episode. We're gonna see what happened. I said, all right, bet. Let's go. And then I was nervous as fuck, of course, because you got this motherfucking big budget show going up, first time director, TV director. The guy who's the DP at the time, fucking from any given Sunday, 30 plus years in the business, he knows if you don't know what the fuck you doing. And they ain't got a lot of patience because it's money rolling, And the crazy thing is, one of the other producers on the show directed he directed one of the episodes the first season. And they ain't have him back. So now I'm up. So I'm like, they don't let go one of the producers. If this shit ain't right, I'm done. But thank God they like me, and I've been directing on this show ever since. It's 3 of us,
And I see, like you said, the DMV area is getting big, with entertainment. Like the young lady trusting them, they doing their thing.
Absolutely.
A couple of people doing their thing. Like, is it is it like a network? Do y'all get together and share? For not just young lady, but anybody. Y'all get together like talk about. We had an opportunity to work together yet, but we talk because right now it's not a whole lot of people doing it on that level where you're talking about shows that cost a couple $1 million to make, or even a film that's $1 million or more to make. A lot of people aren't doing it on that level. It's just a couple, and we all know each other, but we haven't had a chance to work together yet. Okay. Good. Yeah, man. What you tell a young cat, man, a young Gill, man, that was 15, 16, 17 years old, man. They didn't, like you said, you ain't know where to go, you know what to do. I mean, what you tell them to do to stay focused and get on their state of their, dreams?
Just stick to it, man. And like at the time, I wasn't a real strong leader at that time.
Okay.
So I would kind of go with the flow a little bit. Unless it was some bullshit, then I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But a lot of times I wouldn't really go left when everybody was going right. You know, I would tell them that. It's all right to go left even though everybody else going right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I would definitely, because I would have had a earlier head start at this. Because it was always in me. I always loved it, but I just didn't go after it at the time. And then, you know, once shit start working out on the other side, all that shit is on the back burners.
Right,
You know?
yeah. And it's crazy. You say you like to watch TV. When I was younger, I used to watch a lot of TV. I still like, I don't watch it as much, but I used to watch it a whole lot. And I used to be so ingrained in, like, I remember Aaron Speller, with keeping track of all the stuff he was doing, all the Charlie Angels, Starsky Hutch, all that, right? I used to be able to watch the Fall Guy in the 18. I used to be so engulfed in that I actually seen the stuntman, like when the Jeep flip over, I'm like, man, I can see the stuntman.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Or they do little certain things, right? And I say, man, and I'm real visual like that. Also, you know what I'm saying? As far as you know, the creativity like that, man. So I really pay attention to stuff, so I can relate to that, man. But yeah, anything that I didn't touch on, you want to touch on some people?
Nah, man, I just think it need to be more unity, man. I know everybody got their separate things going on, but I think when people, especially people who know each other, and we gotta go a little bit harder for each other. You know, if it's somebody we know doing something, we gotta go hard as shit for them, like it's us. And I think that will create a trickle effect, and everybody will start doing it. And then the city will be a whole different thing.
And I understand the definition, go hard for each other, but you break it down a little more to common. Give me some examples of something.
And I'm guilty of it myself because of time and everything else. But like, say like with what you do now, you know, every time you're doing something, I should be talking about it. Every time I'm doing, when they talk about people who doing shit positive in the city, because we personally know each other.
Right, exactly.
It ain't like you just in the city and I'm in the city.
Right, exactly.
Like we got history.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And I should be speaking on that, and everybody else should be speaking on that. Or today, this is the day.
Right.
They doing this. Check that shit out. Whatever the case may be, and not just when it's beneficial to one another.
Right. Okay.
You know, I think that would definitely help a whole lot for everybody. You know.
Well, yeah.
Because most people are followers. So if they see everybody else, especially people they look up to doing it,
exactly.
they gonna do it. They see all of us doing it, they going to do it.
Right.
You know, and it'll become a common thing. And it'll be done in this city where it ain't really being done in no other cities like that.
Yeah. Okay, I respect that. I respect that, man. But definitely, man. But I definitely, man, you know, and just to touch what you just said, like, you know, like us, we've been running around so long, like the street's 12 years old, so it's like we 50-something now, so we actually there and they got 40-something years in the streets, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying the streets, not to be dirty the whole time, but in the streets, and I get that sometimes we come and play, they be like, you seen my flyer? You seen my party? You seen, and I actually didn't, you know what I'm saying? And like even with your play, I probably went to one or two plays that you did, you know what I'm saying? I remember your wife came out with at the end, that's the reason my man be talking, right? And it's like, it wasn't intentional, you know what I'm saying? Just that we shooting on the weekends, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but you already know me, so it wouldn't be, the energy won't be the same. But I'll be sometimes you having the energy, I'll be like, I want to go to him and say, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't say such but I agree with that, man. I think we all should support each other, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and
I think a lot of people rely on social media, right? But what they don't realize with social media now, that they changed the algorithms, right? So now when you post something, that 5,000 and 6,000 followers you got don't see it. Because they changed out how that shit worked. When it first came out, you did. Everybody saw it. So there's no way nobody missed it. You know what I mean? Now they changed it to like 25 fucking people. So now you hoping them 25 tell the next 25 and on down the line, unless you hit the concrete. So, but if people are doing what I'm talking about, it's more easier that way. But people don't realize, one thing I've never done is got upset for somebody not showing up. Not ever.
Yeah, me neither. Right.
You know, for one, that's your money and your time, right? I ain't mad at you if you got other shit to do with that, you know? But there ain't no love lost.
Right.
You know, we still good.
Right.
Because what I have to focus on is the people that showed up.
Showed up. Yep.
You know?
Yep.
But I know everybody that didn't show up wasn't saying, fuck me. That ain't the case. I know that ain't the case.
Right.
You know? It's just like us. I can't make everything, but I try. I be going to shit sometimes. I be like, I don't feel like this shit, but I gotta show up. You know what I mean?
It'd be crazy because I be having, you probably just as guilty. I mean, guilty of being the same type of schedule. It'd be sometimes, it'd be like 4 things in one day, right? So the time I get to the third and the fourth thing, or he like to come in here late. He want to make a grand.
Yeah.
No, I went to 2 other things, and I went out my way to get here. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So it's like it'd be crazy,
right,
but you know,
right.
we gotta love our city.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta say what they want about this crazy joy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like us. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's like, man,
Absolutely.
you know, and I want to thank him, man. I'm pretty sure you thank him all the time for the support they give you, man.
Yeah, absolutely,
You
man.
know, but it was a pleasure, honor to sit down with you, man, because you know what I'm saying. I want more people like you because you one of the people that got away in a good way, you know what I'm saying, as far as not getting the quicksand. And people need to hear your story, you know what I'm saying, to know that you ain't just, you know what I'm saying, you took a conscious effort to get out the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people get out the way because the people knock their door down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you took a conscious effort to get out the way to chase your dreams, man. And I just think that needs to be heard.
Yeah.
And like I say, your wife, I take my hat off every time I see y'all. And it let you know, I've been in a lot of conversations on different topics, different things. It's a few relationships, you know what I'm saying, that come out. And y'all one of the relationships that come out, man, that people watching and seeing and inspired. Y'all relationship remind me of local relationships, I'm saying.
Right.
Rest in peace to Angie Hobo's wife, John Hobo, right? They was like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I can see them, I see him at a maid show, they fly. You know what I'm saying? I see him at an outside joint. They got on their little outfits, right? I seen when they start getting to the houses. I'm at Home Depot. She dirty as he is with boots on and all that. I said, damn, that's one I type one I want right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So man, so that's that's and I'm pretty sure it's some behind the scenes stuff with the relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know how that go.
Yeah,
man.
that go, man. But y'all still the test of time.
I just wanted to make a conscious decision to make it all right to hang out with your wife.
Right, yeah.
It got to the point, it got crazy though. Slim, I can be out and motherfuckers asking me, dudes and shit walk up to me, what's up, Slim? Where wifey at? Where wifey at? She ain't here today. Oh, okay. But I started thinking about it like, damn, we be together so much. People really look at it like when Bink used to be together. You know? But when we hung out like that. But yeah, I just wanted to make it, let other dudes know it's all right, man, to hang out with your wife. It's cool. You know, it's cool. Unless you still, you know, trying to do your thing. That's another situation, you know? And not everybody that don't hang out with their wife ain't up to nothing.
Right, yeah, exactly.
But it's just, I just want to let niggas know it's all right. It's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I want to thank you again, man, for coming through, man. And like I say, it's always a pleasure, always an honor, man. Anything you working on before we go with your social media handles, anything you want to drop out?
Timeless Entertainment DC. I'm Gill Nelson on Facebook. Gill Nelson DC on Instagram. I'm gonna be working on a new TV show that we actually gonna be filming here, so we ain't gotta go back to LA because Double Cross films in LA.
Okay.
We're gonna be filming that show here. Called Conspirators. I'm gonna be directing on that show. Pre-production starts in January, and we go into production in March. Okay. That's gonna be on all black too. And I'm also in pre-production for a movie that I wrote that we're gonna be filming here. So the casting's gonna be going out for all that pretty soon. Yeah.
You want to keep it under wrap with the movie about, or you wait till it come out, or you want to talk about it?
The movie is I turned it into a Christmas movie, but it's not your typical Christmas movie. It's called A Shining. I can't get into too much detail about it.
Christmas though.
But it's a Christmas. But it ain't that soft heart.
Right.
Oh my God, feeling that. Because I don't really like Christmas movies personally.
Okay, right.
I like some of them. Some of them be really good. The storylines be good. But most of them seem to fall down the same path. But this one don't.
Okay.
We going this way.
Okay.
like they did with Die Hard. It went this way. People forget Die Hard was a Christmas
It's
movie.
Christmas joint.
Yeah.
Well, y'all heard it, man. Big Gill,
Yeah,
man. The timeless entertainment, man. I was gonna say something about me being one of this play, but I found out from this interview, I need to talk to the wife. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna talk to the wife, man. You know what I'm saying? When next time I see you, man, see what's going on, man. But nah, man, it's a pleasure, man. To
Always,
have you,
man.
My man,
Always,
Gill,
man.
Make sure y'all tune in, Kirkbone TV. Like, subscribe, and share. We're gonna bring more content like Big Brother Gill, man, and keep us support, man. God bless.
Yeah, absolutely. Peace. Good.
Out the park, niggas know me. Curb on, little homie. All days, all days.